Today we'll be installing TruGlo TFO Night Sights on a Glock 36. The first thing we're going to do today is a safety check. First we're going to go ahead, pop the magazine, make sure there's nothing chambered, point the gun in a safe direction, and fire. Now we're going to go ahead and disassemble the slide. Go ahead and just remove any components that we're not going to need. Get those out of the way. And there we go. Slide's ready for the sights. We're going to go ahead and replace the front sight on this kit first. The Glock front sight is held on by one screw. Underneath where the barrel sits, you can see the head of the screw. Has 6 sides to it. This screw does take a special tool, which I have purchased off the internet. I got mine off of eBay with the rear sight remover. It was a pretty good price, $50 for a set, I believe. First thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and seat this removal tool on the head of the screw. The screw comes out fairly easy. Let's go ahead and remove that. Oh, that's spinning over on this side. Okay, screw is removed. I did take these out prior as practice, so the first time I took this out I did have to use a removal tool to push it out from the inside, but that came out a lot easier that time. The sight's now removed. Glock sight. Go ahead and just fit it in there. The first time I had to put this in, I had to press the front sight in a little bit. I used the bottom of this flat surface here on the actual rear remover tool to press it in. But it seemed to go in pretty easy that time. Next thing I want to do, use the screw that came with the kit, the new kit. Go ahead, put it in the tool. Let's see if I can get that in the video for you. Go ahead and just screw that little guy in. Okay, I'll make it snug. Does seem to lay pretty good in there. Don't seem to have any fitment or clearing issues with the barrel. I've tested it earlier. Barrel doesn't rub. So those do seem to fit just fine in the front, although that info is hard to find on the internet. There we go. The front sights are installed on the TruGlo TFO Glock 36. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and replace the rear sights on this Glock 36. This is the removable tool I got off of eBay. You see there is a slightly angled piece to this bracket here, and that's what sits along the edge of the sights to push them out. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this fitted in here. Okay, I've gone ahead and fit the slide into this sight remover. Make sure to use the felt to gently pull out the rear sights. I'm going to go ahead and just push them out now. Alright, I feel like getting pretty easy. I'm assuming those are going to come out now the rest of the way by hand. Go ahead and loosen this bracket up, get the slide out and take a look. There we go. The rear sight is out. Next thing we're going to do is put in the rear TruGlo. To use this tool to push in the aftermarket TruGlo slides, we've got to go ahead and reverse the top part of this tool to push in the opposite direction. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that and we'll come right back. Okay, I've gone ahead and reversed the top portion of the tool. As you can see, we're going to be pushing in the opposite direction to push the TruGlo sights in. So I'm going to go ahead and fit the Glock slide in. Make sure it's centered before I tighten it down. Make sure it's nice and straight when you get it in there. Okay. We're going to want to back this out. Give us the initial room to push the TruGlos in. Get you a better angle to push the new slides in. I'll go ahead and get you some more light. I'm sure we could have started to slide in the TruGlos before we put the slide in, but since we're already here, let's just go ahead and get them in. They're just starting to slide in there, so go ahead. For this particular kit, make sure that the felt is on there and you've got metal contact to your sights. Go ahead and just tighten that up before you get you going. Okay. So we've got them in there nice and snug. I'm going to go ahead and hold this. There we go. Go ahead and make sure they're nice and centered. I'm going to check these out. A little ways to go. Kind of hard to see from this angle. Almost there. Alright, looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take them out just to verify that they are centered, but we look good. Last thing I need to do is just final reassembly of the gun. Go ahead and just put this all together. And there we go. TruGlo Night Sights TFO version on a Glock 36.